Hey y'all, it's Saturday the 6th, right? Yeah, 6th of December. We're out here getting ready to go with the glass. We're going to use the 17-ounce biaxial, not to do the whole part, but the heft of the part. 2 layers in the can on the sides, and then we're going to do about 3 or 4 layers of the 1.5 ounce mat, just torn pieces of mat all the way around to do the flange and the radius, because it's obviously much easier to do, right? And we'll probably put that stuff down first, then we'll just throw maybe a quick covering of 1.5 ounces of whatever we've got left, just to help this stuff sit. This is what it takes all the time, is you got to cut patterns, even if you're just going to make the whole thing out of chopped mat, right? You still gotta cut you some patterns. I mean, I could have just ripped some strips, big section. But I mean, with all this different angled stuff, you don't want to try to pull it and rip it to get it to fit, putting those relief cuts or tears in it when it's wet. I mean, it's just a pain in the rear. So it's always better to spend some time, make you some templates. So this got 3 different pieces. We fit it up really good, best we could, put some relief cuts in it, come over here, laid them down the right direction, because this is going to be up, this is going to be down on both layers. So this will go up against this and on the second layer. And it's going to give it a uniform surface. I mean, it'll still be a little lumpy and bumpy, but it won't be as lumpy and bumpy as overlaying 50 different pieces of 1.5 ounce cloth, or matting, you know what I mean? So it'll be a lot less finishing and grinding, fingers crossed, and that's it. So what we'll do is I'll cut these out, and I'll put those relief cuts in there, and set them in there just to make sure, get one set of them fitting, and then we'll just match up the second set, and then we'll go ahead and bust out the 1.5 ounces and matting, and we'll start ripping some strips, and then probably a pile of palm size, literally about the size of a hard ball, just round, completely furled edges, pieces to go around the end, right? Maybe even some small, like golf ball size, to go around this tight stuff. And we may even use an old school trick and pre-wet the stuff on a piece of cardboard. I don't generally do that a lot, but sometimes when the mat is already completely emulsified, the binder in the material has been softened, it's a lot easier to get it to sit. So we can do a little of that as well. Probably won't be able to bring you a whole bunch of laying up the seat, because the preparing the glass and this is what takes all the time. The actual laminating it can't take more than 25 minutes to 35 minutes in this weather at 50 degrees. Maybe 45 minutes at the most, because you still have to mix it very absolute minimum at 1%. So 10 cc's of hardener or catalyst MEK per quart of resin. That's minimum, or it won't harden up. So the cold weather will give us a little bit more working time, but we really don't want to go too much more than that. And in this weather, I mean, granted, we're going to run the heat. I can put this thing, once we get it all laid up and we're done, we can put it right on the floor and blast the heat right into it and get it to go. Let it run, heat it up, let it go, for an hour or 2. I mean, just to make sure she's good and hardened up. Because tomorrow we got to get out here first thing in the morning and knock it down before church. Out here working. Lord blessed us with these hands. We got to use them, right? Get out here early and at least get it cut out and pop it loose. And then we're going to have to do the dressing, grinding and dressing it to get it, to a relatively smooth surface, not class A. But so that's it. Cut, fitting templates, getting it ready to go. I'll see if I can bring you some more as we go. Hanging in there. Check it out, folks. Getting her done, John.